What's going on? It's your boy Marlon O Bennett, guys. To find out a little bit more about who I am, check your email inbox. But today, guys, this is all about you, okay? It's all about you. Actually, it's all about us. It's actually about me, you, and what a team of people who coming together have put together for you guys. And I think that this is going to be the game changer in terms of how you're able to leverage your time, right, and start making money online. So this is some of what I consider my best work to date in terms of automated marketing systems and sales funnels. And so I actually went to work and put this together in 3 days because I was so pumped up and excited about it. So what I want you guys to do is just really get rid of all distractions, right? Cut off the TV if you're watching TV, right? If whatever you're doing, stop doing it, okay? I need your undivided attention, because what's going to happen is I'm going to redirect you over to a panel, my teammates, what we're doing. I'm going to redirect you guys over right from this video and show you guys exactly what it is we're doing and how you guys can become a part of it right now today. Okay, so again, eliminate all distractions, guys. Get prepared and watch what I prepared for you. Okay, what's going on, World Wide Web? It's me, Marlon O Bennett. I like to affectionately refer to myself as the original student of the game of internet marketing. Guys, you're looking at a screen, and on the screen I'm talking about how to eliminate your bills and earn residual income at the same time. And you can see the shock of disbelief in the picture, right? Because most people would find this hard to fathom, right? I mean, you know, there are all kinds of, payment plans and things you can get on and budget in the right way. You can use, but to ultimately really eliminate your bills and to be able to earn residual income at the same time is something that most people simply can't fathom, right? Now, I've been in internet marketing now for about 4.5 years. And when I first got online, guys, I could not even set up an email account. And I went on to have my best day in sales on a single day has been upwards of $6,000. But I've never seen anything quite like what you're going to be introduced to today. And I want you guys to open your mind. I want you to keep an open mind. I want you to wrap your mind around a simple concept that actually anybody can actually execute to do just what we're talking about here. How to eliminate your bills and earn residual income at the same time. So what's going to happen? Right, in this video, guys, we're going to watch 3 short videos, but they're going to be very informative, very educational. At the end of this presentation, by a couple of my partners and teammates, I think you guys will be convinced that this is not only something that's amazingly powerful, but it's also something that's amazingly doable, okay? So in the first video, you're going to see a video testimonial from one of our teammates. She happens to be a single parent who's earning over $30K a month now after just a couple of short months of being in the program. And then we're going to go on to another video. We're going to watch another teammate, another member, talk a little bit about exactly what the system is and how it works, right? And what happens when you position yourself inside of the system. And then, guys, I'm going to come back in the third video, and we're going to talk about how you can get started right now today. And I'm going to talk about exactly what you will be receiving and how you can get yourself up and running in this actual business, right, guys? So sit back, relax, get yourself in this place where you're ready, willing, capable, and able to possibly learn some things you never knew in terms of eliminating your bills and earning residual income at the same time, guys, okay? Okay, so just follow me in the video, guys. I'm going to turn it over to my teammates, and we'll see you on video 3.
All right. So again, my name is Ontarian Hawkins. I am the passive income guru. Again, thank you for tuning in to this live feed tonight. So tonight, guys, we have, again, a special treat for you. We have a special guest that is going to share with you her success to $30,000 a month in a very, very short amount of time. All right. But before we get started, guys, I want to do a little background on who I am for those of you who are new. You never heard of me before. You're just like, who is this guy talking? I've been in the online space, actually in the entrepreneurship space, since early 2008. All right. Got started in network marketing as a college student. Actually, I was in college, and I had a desire to become my own boss. Had a firm desire to become my own boss because I saw my parents work too hard as I was growing up. And what I remember vividly growing up as a kid was this. My mom, every time we went to the store, grocery shopping or anywhere, school shopping, you name it, there was a struggle. There was a real struggle when we got to the cash register, guys. Now check this out. I call it the yellow envelope. I lived out of the yellow envelope. So here's what happened. We get up to the checkout line, and I can always tell if my mom didn't have enough money because she would pull out this yellow envelope and she would look at me first, real slowly with these daunting eyes, and I would look at her. We would always look at each other at the same time. At that time, I knew that the money that she was pulling out of the yellow envelope was bill money. It was money that we couldn't afford to give away. You see? So I always lived under the not having enough. I was always under that impression, which was a real vivid impression in my mind as I was growing up. Fast forward, I didn't want to live like that. I wanted better for my mom. I didn't want other people to live like that, not having enough, because that is not our birthright, guys. Our birthright is we have all that we need, but it's all in the way you think about things. It's all in your work ethic. It's all in the way you believe that you can achieve. So I wanted to be an entrepreneur. That was my goal. I decided to say, hey, I am not going to live under the rule of not having enough. That is not in my DNA. It's not in my DNA. And it shouldn't be in your DNA either. All right. So started network marketing, had some ups and downs, did all the hoorah, did the hotel meetings, you name it, did the three-way calls. And I had some success, and I also had some failures. After a while, it became like a job. It felt like a job because I was chasing people. Hey, your sponsor tells you in MLM to make 100 list of friends, right? Your friends and family. Hey, write them down, and I want you to call them on three-way with me tomorrow, right? We all know how that goes. It doesn't go too well. It didn't go too well, so to speak. I was laughed at. I was told no several times, and I became real quickly. I became a part of the NFL club, guys. That means a no friends list. Very, very fast. So I needed a way to say, hey, I just ran out of my warm market. How am I going to get people to join me? That's when I decided to come on the internet in the early from 2006 to 2008. I came online to learn the way. To learn how to become the hunted instead of the hunter. And I spent a good portion of time in a mastermind group where I learned, first of all, how to think as an entrepreneur, because our thinking, guys, our philosophy, believe it or not, is what is going to determine your success. I'm going to say that one more time. Your philosophy is going to determine your success, not your opportunity, not the lead generation tools you're using right now. No one is going to do that but you, your philosophy, your thought process. What are you thinking about on a daily basis in your business? Are you saying to yourself, I'm going to make it? Or are you saying to yourself, this is too hard? You're going to go one way or the other, and it's up to you. So I decided to stick and stay. Anything I put my mind to, I'm going to stick and stay, and I'm going to make it happen until I see the light, guys. Okay. And I want you to think of your success like this. Think of a steel bar. You got this very, very strong steel bar, right? You're trying to, day one, you're trying to bend this bar. It doesn't budge. Day 10, you're trying to bend this bar. It doesn't budge. You're almost ready to give up. Day 19, it doesn't budge. But guess what? Day number 90, it starts to crack. That is your success right there, guys, because you've applied enough pressure on the device. And it is inevitable that something has to happen. It's the law of physics, okay? Force. Whatever you force, is whatever you put force to, it has to bend. Think about that in your business. Whatever you apply force to, it gotta bend. And the reason you're not having success in your business right now, you're one or two things are happening. You're not applying force, or you quit applying force. You're not applying force, or you stopped, or you quit applying force. Okay? So I had my breakthrough, guys. It took me 5 years to have my breakthrough in this industry. 5 years. Okay? How many people would have quit in 5 years? Many people. I got people quitting, guys, in 30 days. Okay? I got people quitting in less than 3 months. Oh, I quit. Why? Because it's too hard. Well, your philosophy needs to change. Okay? So that's my story, guys. I'm now a full-time marketer from home. Thank God, because I'm thankful for my mom. I'm thankful for all those who didn't believe in me. I'm thankful for all the naysayers. And I'm thankful for the road of failure, guys. You got to fail to succeed. Remember that. You're going to have some bumps in the road, but the strong will survive who are able to get over those humps. Okay? So that's my story in a nutshell. Now I want to bring on my guest, who is going to, let me just say this. If you know nothing else, or learn nothing else from tonight, I want you to pay attention to this young lady's story, okay? And I want you to pay attention. I want you to really hone in on her energy and her passion. And I want you to put your finger on the DNA, the DNA that you need to be successful. It's in this lady you're about to hear, okay? And that is what it's going to take for you to succeed. So without further ado, Shauna Lisa, are you there, sister?
Yes, I am.
All right. Shauna Lisa, again, I want to thank you, sister, for coming on, taking time out of your busy schedule to come on here and talk to the people. It's a treat for me because this is our first time even connecting, right?
Yes.
This is our first time connecting, and I haven't even heard your story, so I'm excited to hear your story. So we're going to start right there. Tell everybody, your story, where you're from, and just how you came or embarked upon the internet space.
Okay, no problem. First, I want to welcome everybody. Welcome, right? You showed up. I appreciate your time because I realize that time is the most valuable thing you have. And it's a blessing. So thank you. I appreciate everybody that showed up today. With that being said, I am honored to share my story because I understand that the more we give is the more we will receive in life, okay? So with that being said, my name is Shauna Lisa Robinson. I am a single mom of 6 children, okay? I have 4 girls and 2 boys. I also have 2 pets. So that's like 8 kids, right? So with that being said, to really go into my story, I want to start off letting you know, originally I'm from Illinois, okay? I grew up in a very, very hard home, okay? Not just a lot of poverty in my home, and my mom having a hard time to make things ends meet and things like that. And it built strength in me and it built character in me, but I always had the desire to do something greater. Okay, so with that being said, now you know where I used to be. Okay, I moved to Arizona a year ago, so now I'm in Arizona, and I lost my job on Mother's Day. Okay, I lost my job on Mother's Day. I was a full-time waitress. I made excellent tips. I really connected well with all the customers who would come and visit. And I lost my job and got fired. Not only fired, but humiliated in front of customers and co-workers. So just that feeling alone made me feel some type of way, because I don't treat people in general like that. So I wasn't very taking to that. So with that being said, I got fired in front of everybody. It wasn't a, can you come to the back office and let us talk to you? Nothing. And I got fired for asking for a red shirt, right? Because I haven't been with the company for a year, because I just moved to Arizona, right? I just coming up on a year here. So I didn't know on Mother's Day that company policy was to wear a red shirt, okay? It didn't mention that in the reading. One thing my father always told me was read everything. So it didn't mention that in the reading. But with that being said, sometimes when we go through ups and downs and we go through struggles and stress and frustration, we sometimes look at it differently. And at first, the type of mind frame I was in is I was afraid, okay? I'm somebody that loved Christ, but I was afraid, okay? I'm like, I have kids. It's only me, so I don't have a significant other helping me. What am I going to do? Because my job may stop, but my bills will never stop. My responsibility as a mother will never stop. So at that time, you guys, I was devastated. I had a few job opportunities, okay? But I had told myself, I'm not going back to the 9 to 5, because one, I find myself being so dedicated to what I do and putting in all my time, and then I'm not treated the same way. So I had made a decision, I'm not going back to the job. Then I had a few opportunities with, online networking and online companies. And I said, you know what? I'm not going to make this decision, because all of the decisions that I make, I fail. And I do realize that it takes a lot of failures to reach success, okay? But with that being said, I finally said, you know what? I love Christ. And considering I love Christ, instead of finally thinking for myself and what I want to do, it is time that I allow Christ to do what he wants to do. So what I did was I prayed on it, and then I went back. I didn't get my answer right away, but as I began to go through the programs, I had spiritual discernment. And what that did for me is it let me know that Christ wanted me to be with this program, which is a miracle system, okay? So now, guys, let's fast forward. Now, you heard a little bit. I've been in a program for 8 weeks, okay? I prayed on it. I trusted Christ. I moved off faith. I'm just going to be honest. I moved off faith. But when your back is against the wall and bills are coming in, what else are you going to do, right? So I gave it all to Christ and I moved off faith. If you're a true believer on here, you understand that we only move off faith and not by sight, right? Because we are wonderfully and fearfully made in the eyes of Christ. So with that being said, when I came aboard this business, my first week in the business, I was able to pay my bills at home, okay? So that's really when it woke me up like, wow, a week? I have to wait 2 weeks at my job to get a paycheck when I was there. And not only that, it's not enough to continue to pay my bills. So I might take one check and distribute it and say, well, what am I going to pay this time? And when my next bi-weekly check come in, what am I going to pay? Okay, so I got tired of dealing with that. So I made my first, my rent, I paid $900 a month for those who are interested. Now, that's just my rent, okay? I have a house, so there's utilities and things like that. But to be able to pay my rent in 1 week, it not only showed me how possible this opportunity was, it showed me that Christ gave me confirmation that this business is going to work for me and many others, okay? So I've been in the program for 8 weeks, you guys. I'm really fired up right now. In 8 weeks, I made a residual of $30,000 a month. $30,000 a month in 8 weeks. And I'll tell you what I did. Okay, I'll tell you what I did to make $30,000.
Please tell me what you did, because I want to know. I want to know the secret, Shawnalisa.
Yes, and you know what? It's so funny because it is so simple. Literally, what I did. Only thing I did was I handed my life over to Christ and let Him make the decision. I'm not going to make the decision. I'm gonna let Christ make the decision. And then I didn't know if this business was going to work, so I had to move off faith, right? So I moved off faith. I jumped aboard. I came in this business with $110. That's what I had. I didn't have much, right? Because my back was against the wall. So with that being said, this is how I became successful. I literally made the choice. I decided. That's what I did. It's just that simple. I decided that I refused to go back to poverty. I decided that Christ has designed me to make more than $17 an hour, and some of us don't make that. I just made a choice that I am finally going to walk in my purpose, where I can help many people change their lives for financial freedom, okay? Instead of making excuses. A lot of people don't understand, but many of us make excuses, okay? So the first thing I want to tell you is you have to decide. What they say, you can't serve two masters. You can't serve Christ and you can't serve Satan. So this is the same way. You just got to decide. You got to decide, I want to be successful or I don't want to be successful, right?
That's right.
So once you decide what you want to do, then you have to have a vehicle that's going to drive you to the destination to accomplish your goals and your dreams. And the vehicle I used was the Miracle System, okay? When I first came on, I didn't have somebody helping me. I'm a great leader, and Ontario is a great leader, but I didn't have somebody helping me. I didn't know what to do. And I made not over $900, over $1,000 my first week, and I didn't even know what to do. But here's what somebody told me. They said, well, go in your back office and go through the 10K blueprint. So when I went through the 10K blueprint, I literally started at step 1, creating my profile. And step 2 is just links you click on and videos you watch. I implemented this system I'm still implementing it, but I followed the Miracle System and I see immediate results. Okay, so pretty much that's what it was for me. I decided that I'm not going back to poverty. I made that up in my mind, okay? Because Christ didn't fail me and I can't fail him because he put me in this position. He gave me this breakthrough. I got on my knees begging for it and he gave it to me. And then I followed the system. So all you have to do is follow the system. I have twin 12-year-old daughters. They literally know how to do the system. So it is that easy, okay? And you don't need a lot of time. You don't need a lot of time. Maybe, an hour and a half, 2 hours a day is all you need. That's all you need, right? So if you can work an hour in the morning and an hour at night, you just created success for yourself. To say, I just want to encourage everybody on this call. If a single mom with 6 kids with bills and I had eviction notice piling up, how do I go from an eviction, okay, and into 8 weeks later, $30,000? Don't tell me it can't be done because I'm a living testimony that it's done, okay? So that's all I did. A lot of people saying, well, what did you do? What did you do? I didn't do anything. I decided that I wanted to be successful. I decided I'm not going to let anybody stop me. And I went into my back office and it literally took me 3 hours to master the 10K blueprint.
Wow.
It took me 3 hours to master it. That means I can do it in my sleep, okay? And that was it. And every single day when I wake up, I do exactly what the 10K blueprint tell me to do, and I see results. Now, here's what's amazing. When I first started this business, I had to put a little work in, right? Because nothing is going to fall in your lap. If you think you're going to get rich overnight, that's not going to work. My parents, I got my father, he's a Marine, but he's been a Marine over 35 years, understand? And he's still not rich. It didn't fall in his lap, and he served the country. So what I'm saying is you'll have to put in a little work, but the work that you have to put in is so easy that a 12-year-old can do it. And 8 weeks later, guys, I don't work hard anymore. I work smart, okay? I don't work hard. I work smart. So now I have so many people contacting me. When people see the spirit move and people see leadership and they see that you believe and you're consistent and you're seeing results, they want to follow you. So everybody over Facebook knows I am breaking the cycle to poverty. Whether you come with me or not, it is my job to help thy neighbor because I'm here to please Christ, right? So with that being said, if you're sitting here and you want to change your life, you can do the same thing I did. You can do better than I did, okay? Because remember, I got 6 kids. So I'm going back and forth like this, right? But hey, it's worth it. It's worth it. So I don't know any company in 2 months that I've ever even thought of that will pay me $30,000 a month, right? I done been in other companies where I made a few sales here and there, but if I don't keep selling, I can't make ends meet. And this company is not like that, okay? It's not like that. As long as you follow the system, all you have to do is do a little work, and you're going to be fine. With that being said, you guys, I like to say I love you guys. Even if I don't know you, I love you because I love Christ and I love myself, and you're my neighbor. So I love you guys, and Christ loves you, and it's important that we come together and we link arms. So if you have a system in front of you that is teaching you how to make over $30,000 a month, okay? We just had somebody just did over 100,000 in less than 90 days, okay? So it can be done. So if you have opportunity to that, grab hold of that. If it's only an hour and a half, 2 hours of your day, that's like, you know, if you watch a movie, the average movie takes an hour and a half, 2 hours. So instead of watching that movie, sacrifice the movie for a little bit and just do a little work, okay? But it is literally that easy. And I get so fired up because when I'm speaking, the spirit moves me, and I'm not done until Christ is done with me, presenting you with the information you need. So for those who are sitting here, I need you to understand that. Do not watch a movie for an hour and a half, 2 hours. We all go to work, we come home, we watch our favorite shows when you have no idea that you can be making $20,000 to $40,000 a month if you just sacrifice that time that you're doing with your TV show. Okay, that's how simple it is. So I encourage everybody to jump aboard and come aboard the program, because not only is it going to help you make $20,000 to $40,000 a month, it also pays all of your bills. You guys, my rent get paid, my car fees get paid, my taxes is paid, health insurance, life insurance, everything you need, even the things you're not even prepared for about what Christ is going to do in your life is still lined up for you. So jump aboard of this system. If a single mom with 6 kids did it in 8 weeks, so can you. And for those who are a little skeptical and worried, I'll say this. I made my initial investment back in 48 hours, and I had absolutely no help or nobody leading me, okay? So with great leaders like myself and great leaders like Ontario, you're good to go. So just think about that. You're going to make your money back in 24 to 72 hours, if not an hour or 2 after you start. That's how powerful it is. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody listening to my story. I love you guys, and I love Christ. Get back to whoever invited you to listen, and then you'll know what to do next. So thank you, Ontario, for giving me the honor. I'm definitely blessed and humble.
Hey, you know what? I think we're done here. I mean, I'll just sit back and sip my lemonade and take it easy here. Man, hey, there was so much that you said, Shauna Lisa. I'm telling you right now, sister, somebody on here or somebody's needed to hear what you just said. Okay? This video is going to circulate. I'm going to put it on YouTube. You're going to put it on YouTube. You're going to put it on your Facebook. We're going to send out your list. Somebody is going to be inspired to move. I want to just ask you a few things because I'm very inspired by your story, by your message. I'm ready to get started all over again. But you said a few key things that really struck home for me. First of all, this is where it is, guys. Hopefully, remember I said before we started this, I want you to pick up on why she's so successful. Okay? First of all, she decided not to go back to poverty. Okay? She decided. Okay? That's number one. She decided to master the art of success. Okay? So what's the opposite of that? Most people are mastering the art of losing, of quitting. Okay? You're either winning in your mind or you're losing in your mind. And guess what? If you're losing in your mind, you're going to give up physically. Okay? So she decided to master the art of success, guys. And number three, she said a lot of things, but these are the things that stuck out to me. Number three is she went on a rampage to make things happen, not only for herself but for other people. Okay, so now she not only is she's eliminated her bills, she's helping other people eliminate their bills, and she's spreading the love. Now you said 2 months, Shanalisa, 2 months.
Yes, and not to mention that my entire team. Everybody that I have shared this opportunity with is successful as well. They're all seeing results and growing every day. It's incredible. A few members of my team today already did over $300 easy. So everybody is seeing success. Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. So you're helping.
And I'm sorry, Ontario. I did it in 2 months. That's it, 2 months.
Wow. And here's the question here's the statement that I get a lot, Shanalisa. And it really makes me, it's frustrating. I got an email yesterday from an individual that I've been knowing for a while. I was surprised by the email. And she said, Ontarian, well, the reason you're making, all the money is because you have a big list, you have a huge following, and that's the why you're doing it. I was like, really? So I sent her a video. Of the interview that I did with Misty last week. I said, this young lady here is not a guru. I said, she doesn't have a huge following. And let me ask you the same thing, Shanalisa. You don't have a huge following, do you?
No. It's so funny because my 14-year-old daughter set up my Facebook, and I don't have a huge following at all. Like, not so much even a huge following. Like, when you went down my page alone, like, there was nothing there that added value to people the way that it should. So to answer your question, no, I didn't have a huge following. I'm not that tech savvy. I don't have a lot of time on my hands at all. So what I did was, once again, I followed the 10K blueprint. And if you follow the 10K blueprint, it teaches you how to build your Facebook, how to add, just make sure you're adding inspiration and motivation to people's lives, value. So I think I started off with 600 friends, Ontario, a little bit, maybe 608 to be exact. And now I almost have 2,600 friends, but that's not the major thing. The major thing is now people are chasing me. They want what I have. And at first, people were not chasing me, right? So that's the big thing about it. It's growing so rapidly fast because now people want to be involved. But you guys, you can without a huge following, that's no excuse. I have a couple people on my team who doesn't even use social media platforms at all. They work offline. To answer your question.
That signifies that right there. For sure. Okay. So guys, there you go. You don't need a huge following, and the 10K blueprint training is going to set you guys off. It's going to help you gain that momentum. It is going to help you become a master marketer, guys. All right. if your business is struggling right now, you're not getting the results you want, you need to come into the Miracle System and learn the 10K blueprint. We have many marketers. Myself, we got Shauna Lisa now. We have Misty. We have Dominique, the owner of the system. Aaron, Barbie, her husband. They put together this system, guys, for the average marketer to succeed. Okay, and we're going to show you how to become successful. First of all, in your philosophy. Remember, I told you it's all in your thinking patterns. We're going to show you how to become. What my mentor used to say way back in the day, 10 feet tall and bulletproof. That's how we're going to teach you how to become. Once you become 10 feet tall and bulletproof, guess what? Nothing can stop you but you. Nothing can stop you but you. So we're looking to help you. You know, we're not going to hold your hand, of course. Everybody has success in their own hands. We all have the power, guys, in the mind. We all have a brain to think like a successful person. And the more you think like a successful person, and better yet, the more you hang around successful people who are making it happen, it's going to rub off on you very, very fast. And you're going to be talking and walking the walk as well. It works. It's a mastermind. Okay? We are all a big mastermind as well. As a matter of fact, Shauna Lisa, we have a big mastermind gathering in Las Vegas coming up in September, right?
Yes, I was just saying, telling my whole team we're on a 90-day run. The whole team is going for $100,000 in 90 days. So this is pretty cool to have this opportunity because I literally been on Zoom for 24 hours helping the team become successful. But Ontario, I'm going to tell you right now, I have never in my life, I've always dreamed about mansions, always dreamed about it. So I was telling my kids, I said, man, when I open the door to that mansion, I'm just going to fall on my knees and thank Christ because some people will never, ever get to see that. And only difference between you and I is I decided, that's it. I just said, yes, that I'm done. I'm done with poverty. So that's the only difference. But yes, from September 19th to September 23rd, to be able to stay in a mansion and not even only stay there, but to be treated like queens and kings. So we do understand that is what Christ had for us in the beginning, to get back to that. So I'm excited. I got my, I'm going here, right? And I'm fired up. I have, I can't even count, but over 15 people for sure that was saying, hey, can I come with you? And I was telling them, when you decide that you're ready, because I find it funny, they want to come on vacation, right? But they don't want to put the work in, right? So like I told them, right, join me, then you can come. But you got to decide. You guys, and I'm sorry, Ontario, but that's one thing too we do as people. We spend money on purses. We spend money on McDonald's and Starbucks, which we know is very, very unhealthy for our bodies. We spend money on everything, but we forget to invest in ourselves. Okay, nothing is more important than you, because if you are not here, you can't enjoy all of that anyways. So we have got to train our mind to start investing in ourselves. You guys help make McDonald's rich. You help make Starbucks rich. Obviously, we're all wearing clothes, so you help make your favorite designer rich. You have different knickknacks in your house like this that we don't need, but we go out and get anyways, right? This is a brand new gift. My kids got it for me. But with that being said, we do things like that all the time. But I'll tell you one thing. This basket right here is beautiful. It's going to allow me to smell good, but it's not going to stop my kids from being in poverty. It's not going to pay my rent. But I spend my money on it, but it's not going to help me do nothing but smell good. Does that make sense? So we got to learn how to invest in ourselves. Start loving yourself enough to invest in yourself. So when you come to somebody and say, hey, kid, what are you doing? Realize that it's you that have to want success. Right. We're here to help you. But you have to want it. Help us help you. Go ahead, Ontario. Thank you.
Oh no, sister, you're good. Hey, this is good. I'm learning. I'm learning all over again, and taking this in. And this is what it's about, guys. Listen. In September, In September. And by the way, in about, a little bit over an hour, we have our normal webinar for the Miracle System. So if you're new here and you have no idea about the Miracle System, there's a webinar at 9 p.m. Eastern. So you want to hop on that, okay? Now, in September this year, the 19th to the 23rd, we have an event, guys. All of us Miracle System leaders and those who want to attend, who is a part of the Miracle System, we're going to be in Las Vegas, guys. And guess what? We're going to be masterminding. It's going to be a nice event. We're going to be educating you, showing you how to be successful in your business. It is going to be power packed. So if you can make it to Las Vegas, September 19th to the 23rd, you definitely want to be a part of the Miracle System. If you plan on going, we would love to have you. Okay, more details on that later. Okay, so again, guys, this is where it's at. You've heard from Shauna-Lisa, guys. You've heard her story. You've been inspired. And by the way, inspiration and motivation are two different things. Motivation comes from the outside. Inspiration is something that moves you from the inside. So I'm pretty sure this evening you've been hit both ways. You've been motivated and you've been inspired. And the inspiration is the most important, because usually the inspiration is what makes you do something about what you heard. You see, it does something to you. So now the ball is in your court, guys. What are you going to do with the information that you received tonight? Are you going to stay in the same spot that you've always stayed all these years? Or are you going to make a move that is going to better your situation for you and your family? Are you going to invest in yourself instead of investing in the things that are not of high priorities? Like Shauna-Lisa said, all the food, all the material things that's not going to pay your bills, okay? All the others, think about it. Are you putting money, how much money you put in Starbucks every day when you go out there and get your coffee? That stuff is rubbish, all right? I mean, nothing wrong with it every now and then, but invest those dollars in something that you can tangibly bring to pass that is going to set you free financially, okay? That is what it's all about. So with that said, guys, that is our time. I want to see if anyone, just a few, maybe not a lot, but just a few questions. Yeah.
Really quickly here, you guys, my 12-year-old daughter is shy. She's very shy. But I was telling them that my 12-year-old daughter can understand the blueprint, and she can. So I just wanted to introduce her. She's shy. She don't really want to be on camera. Really quickly. Come on. Okay, so this is my 12-year-old right here. Okay, she's a little nervous. She don't want to be on camera. But you guys, she understands the 10K blueprint. Have you on the 10K blueprint?
All you have to do is find two people. One person you get one person and you get two people, and one goes to your leader, and you get $100.
And then what do?
You just keep doing that until you get 17 people.
Boom.
And you can get 1,700.
Did you guys hear what she said? Did you hear her, Ontario? That was fire.
Repeat that for
us.
us.
She said she don't really want. She's shy. She said, "Well, Mom, you just go out and get two people. You give your leader one, and you get one, and you make $100, and you keep repeating that over and over again. Boom.
That's it.
That's it. She did it.
We don't need everybody.
Right.
Two people. Show them how to get two people. There's billions of people in the world, guys. This is a worldwide phenomenon here. Two people. Can you get two people in a year's time? It was not going to take you that long. Can you get two people who say yes, guys? This is not your traditional MLM or anything. This is unique, guys. I'm telling you right now. You got to really dissect what we have here. Many people look at this from the outside looking in and think they know what it is until you get on the inside, okay? And we really show you what this is all about. So, powerful, powerful. Any questions, guys? Who has questions? You can type in the chat, or if you're on the panel here, you can unmute yourself. Does anyone have any questions before we end this? Any questions? I'm also looking on Facebook to see if anyone has any questions. So let me just scroll up here. Eric Schloss, no sir, Facebook is not a must in this business. As you heard before, it's not a must. It'll help you, it's a tool, but it's not mandatory. It's not mandatory. All right, so Ann Moses said to Shauna-Lisa, what was your prayer? What was your prayer? That was from Ann Moses.
Okay, Miss Ann, I am going to it's so funny because when you come wholeheartedly, sometimes we have to realize that we are people and it's better for us to be honest with each other, right? So I say that to say this. I don't remember exactly what I prayed about, and I'm going to teach you something to answer your question. Whatever you pray between you and Christ only stays between you and Christ. That's why he asked us to go to a closed closet to get that done, right? But I'll just let you know pretty much what I prayed about is just telling Christ to take the wheel to my life and let me meet the people I need to meet, have me in where he wants me to prosper in life, because I'm tired of living the way I want to live. Where do he want me at? Okay. And how I came to this business is it happened a couple of days after prayer. It didn't happen right away. But when I was, you know how people send you their information, when I was going through people's information, it was okay. It's some good stuff, right? But when I went through the miracle system information, Christ confirmed it. So when I say discernment of spirit, what I'm saying is my whole body, when Christ speaks to me spiritually, my whole body goes into chills. Even the hairs in my head is like electromagnetic effect. Okay, and that was my Christ telling me that that's where I need to be. Kind of when I pray for people over the phone or in their while they're present directly with me, I get that same spiritual effect. Okay, or if I'm at home and I'm speaking to my children, it gets so powerful where it rubs off on them. So it's weird. Christ put me here, and the Spirit confirmed it. A confirmation was through the Spirit. So I can't really say my exact words. I can just say I told Christ that I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I won't make no more decisions in my life. He can make the decisions in my life. Put me where he want me to be, the people he want in my life, and let me allow to do his purpose and his works, because he's the only one that knows my talents and skills and why he designed me. So I had to go back to, just like when kids get in trouble, they got to go back to the parents, right? They always got to return back home. That's how I feel with Christ. Okay, so that's what it was for me. It was beautiful. So that was my confirmation. If you're spiritual, Christ deals with us all differently, right? Accordingly. But that's how he deals with me. So that's how what I went through.
Amen, sister. Preach that. Preached it.
Thank you.
All right. Any other questions, guys? We're going to take one more here. Any other questions before we end? Again, glad everyone came on. Natalia has a question. The system is called the Miracle System, Natalia. Again, there's a webinar. There's a webinar in about hour and 10 minutes from now, okay, that you can hop on. And let me see if I can get the link. Let me see if I can get the link for you guys. So 1 second here. So I can send. I'll put it in the chat. Bear with me just for a second. All right, so here is the link to the webinar tonight, guys, at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to learn more about the Miracle Systems, there is the link, and you definitely want to come on. You're going to hear even more testimonials. You think Shauna-Lisa got one, you're going to hear more. Okay, it's not just us, guys. And this is something that, again, anybody can do. Is it going to be easy? Probably not, but it's going to be worth it.
I beg to differ. I beg to differ. It's very easy. Like, I'm dead serious. It is very, very easy. I'm going to say this again. My 12-year-old daughter can do it. Okay, you just sat here and heard her say the system to you. If a 12-year-old can do it, then so can you. So I beg to differ. It's easy. Only part that's hard is positioning yourself to be consistent and persistent with doing what you have to do, those little easy things every day. But it's very easy. You just got to do it. That's it.
There you go. All right. And I believe your daughter probably got, she probably at 10K a month already if you had.
It's so funny. They run like I said, this program has taught business aspects. It's changed my kids too. And my kids right out there, they have affirmations, Ontario. And it's so funny because today when they ran their business, they made, well, at one stand for the twins, they made a little bit over $70. The other, my older two, my 14-year-old, they made $317. And you know what they told me? Oh, I'm sorry. He said $319 to the T. So what they told me, Ontario, he said, Mom, I'm 14. I got my money. You ready to go?
Wow. Wow. See there? Guys, your belief system will determine your outcome. Always. I don't care what you do. Your belief system allowed you to go 4 years of college without the guarantee of getting a job. That was your belief system. So what I tell people is transfer that same belief system that you put yourself through college for, transfer that same outlook in your business. And magical things will happen, guys. It's a real simple, just switch your mind. Just switch things over a bit and things will start to happen for you. Okay? We're conditioned for years when we go to school and get it, we're told certain things that we needed to do from our parents, God bless them, but they were not educated on how to create their own economy. So they passed on what they knew from their parents and passed it on down to us. So what we're trying to do here, guys, in a nutshell, is break a generational curse. Because we were taught, we were made to create our own economy. Okay? That's what we're doing here. So want to throw that out there. One more question, guys, and then we'll wrap it up. I got a question here on Facebook. It says, Robert Skipper, it looked like you came a little late to the webinar, my man. This is called the Miracle System, but catch the replay when you can. Catch the replay when you can, my friend. This is called the Miracle System, okay? But any other questions before we get off? Any other questions? All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and end it, guys. Again, thank you so much for coming on. Get back to the person that invited you to this webinar ASAP, okay? As soon as possible. I can guarantee you, once you get inside of this and you get amongst our community, we're going to motivate you to move, to stay, to stick and stay. That's the most important thing. We want to show you how to stick and stay and not run away. Okay, that kind of rhymes. Stick and stay, don't run away. And it's all in your philosophy. Okay, so thank you so much again, Shauna Lisa, for that powerful, powerful testimonial, sister. Again, I'm ready to join all over again. And guys, this video more than likely is going to go on YouTube. So if you're on YouTube looking at this, the link to join is going to be below. You guys enjoy the rest of your night. Again, the webinar is going to be in about an hour and some change, okay? So get with one of us to get the link. Again, I put the link in the chat so you guys can attend that webinar, all right? Thanks for coming on. Again, enjoy the rest of your evening. God bless. Talk to you guys soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, guys.